and watch me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us.
What up, Taco Crew? PCO will never die. Khan can't figure this out, so neither will this feud. Dirty Dango does not know where Dave Meltzer is. And Mustafa Ali's campaign continues to roll right on into Rebellion. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Chitown Smark. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for being here tonight. I'm hyped, man. I'm happy to be here. I feel like I've not been in front of you guys in so long. I feel like it's been so long, bruh. How was everybody doing? Where are you guys at, man? Who is here? Front and center. First one in the building. In the condo. What is going on? Susan. My tried and true. My bottom B, if you will. Always here at work. What is going on with you, Susan? Robert Logan is here. Mike Rouse is not here. Man, I wish Mike Rouse was here. It's messed up. Hollywood Eric, what's going on with you? Jason Barker, the IWC Tribal Chief. What's going on with you, bruh? Robert Logan. What's going on, man? Tony Brown. I saw you, Tony, with the 8-month membership. Trying to sneak in through the back door. Just like Tony Brown. To be trying to sneak in through the back door. How dare you, bruh? Young Jesse, what's up, my friend? Enjoyed last night, but I'm missing my red velvet. Sorry to hear that, Tony Brown. I don't know what's going on with red velvet, if I'm being honest with you, man. She could be on deck. She could be getting ready. She could be getting ready for this big Women's Revolution remix coming up soon. Azetta is here. What is going on, sis? How is everybody feeling today, man? Patrick Palmer is here. I got all the usual suspects are here. Eddie Foster is here. All the usual suspects is here, man. That's what I like to see. Matt the Cat. Thought I was gonna miss you, didn't you, bruh? Thought I was gonna miss you. How was tonight's show? Meh. But then some good. We'll get into it. What I like the most about tonight's show is that we are still about a month out from Rebellion, and the show, the pay-per-view, is starting to take shape, bro. It is starting to come together. That's a beautiful thing, man. That means we have a month to build into the matches, man. That means we have a month to build into Moose versus Dolph Nemeth. That should be a damn good match, man. Two of the best sellers in the industry right now, to be honest with you. Going head to head. It should be interesting, man. It should be interesting. I can't wait for that one, actually. Tony Brown says Tasha is cute in a strange way. Tony Brown, are you cheating on Red Velvet, man? Are you cheating on Red Velvet with Tasha Steelz, bro? That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Red Velvet will knock you straight out of your mama's kitchen, bro. See what I did there? See what I did there? Let's get into the show, bruh. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let's get into the juice of what happened here tonight, man. Follow me on Twitter if you have not already. I'm pretty sure you have. Why wouldn't you? Make sure you are following me on the IG with the real, let me get this right, the real Chitown Smark, because apparently there's another Chitown Smark out there impersonating me. I'm kidding. He's not impersonating me, but he did steal my goddamn name, so fuck that guy. All right. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. What happened here tonight, man? First up, out of the gate, first thing we get to see, first thing we get blessed with is Mustafa Ali, because in Ali we trust. In Ali, we trust, bruh. Makes his way out as we prepare for the number one contender scramble. Ali joins commentary and is shocked, appalled, and angry that somehow Jake something got his name thrown into this hat and he got entered into this match. For some reason, Ali does not like Jake something. Jake something is not a part of the Ali administration. All right. It is called the Rebellion Referendum, coined by Mustafa Ali himself. The winner of this, what is it, scramble match, six-pack scramble? The winner of this scramble gets to face Ali at Rebellion for the X Division title. Ali is pissed. Ali is saying that Jake something shouldn't even be in it, because how does he qualify for the X Division? Tom tells Ali that we've had stars like Samoa Joe as the X Division champion. Ali basically told Tom to shut what's called the fuck up. So Ali wasn't trying to hear that bullshit. We have one Leon Slater versus Chris Bay versus Alan Angels versus Jason Hotch versus Kevin Knight versus, of course, Jake something. This was a pretty good match. High flying match, opener, get the blood pumping. You know what I'm saying? This was a pretty damn good match, man. There was a standout. There was a standout in this match. Someone I've never seen before. Someone I've never even heard of. And he stood out like above and beyond everyone else, and he didn't even win the match. Talking about one Leon Slater. Very, very, very impressive performance by Leon Slater. Never heard of him. If any of you guys have heard of him, drop me some info, drop me some knowledge. Let me know what I'm missing about this guy, because I like everything I see right now, man. Hotch and Slater find themselves as the last two in the ring heading into the break. So they had a little powwow. Hotch is keeping Bay out of the fray before Angels helps Hotch against Slater. Chris Bay finally returns and holds his own against Angels and Hotch. Jake something slides back in, but is thumbed in the eyes by Angels. The good old Ric Flair spot. Get the big bad monster. Ah! And Ric Flair. The Three Stooges spot. Gotta love it. Slater and Knight try super kicking Jake, but he stays on his feet at first until Angels helps them out. And they drop him. It was like they drop him with almost like a pedigree. Almost like a pedigree, but it was a sit out instead of a knees down first. It took 3 men to do it. Mustafa Ali says, yeah, of course it took 3 men to do it, because Jake something is the size of 3 men. Ali is not happy about Jake being in this goddamn match, bro. He is not happy at all. Something comes back with a sit-out powerbomb on Angels. Chris Bay runs in with a tornado DDT on Jake. Slater nearly puts Angels away off of a roll-up, then goes on a flurry of offense in and out of the ring. Slater drop kicks Hotch out of the ring, but something fights back and hits a powerbomb. Hotch nearly pins something, but something counters into the void out of nowhere. 4-3 count. Jake something will be facing Mustafa Ali at Rebellion for the X Division title. Should be a good match. I would not expect Ali to be dropping that title anytime soon. But like I said at the start here, man, there was a standout here. Leon Slater was very impressive. I would keep an eye out for this guy. It looked like they made a valid attempt to highlight him, profile him, let him get his shit off. And I think he did. I think he did a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to seeing more from one Leon Slater. We hear from Dirty Dango. Dirty Dango in these promos, in these pre-recorded promos are so good. They are so good. Someone could probably piece them together and make a nice little video out of all of them. They are so good. Dango complains about the dirt sheets not being able to find his match ratings. He said, where the fuck do I go? Where do I go to find my match ratings? How do you even find this anymore? He's looking for his 5 stars. He doesn't know to sign up for the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Someone tell Dirty Dango to hit up Uncle Dave. He says that he says that he wants to be able to find his ratings and losing to Josh Alexander. So he thinks that was his 5-star moment right there, bro. So I don't know. Gia tries to interview Rich Swan, but Flop Dollar speaks on his behalf. Why? Why does this guy exist on my television? Why? Fucking Flop Dollar, man. Oh my God. Gia wants an explanation as to why Rich Swan turned and decided to join AJ Fran. Why would he want to join this guy? He joined AJ Francis, and Gia wants to know why. AJ Francis chimed in and said, "We ain't telling you why." He said they will let everybody know next week in the ring. So we get to look forward to Flop Dollar getting in the ring, and more importantly, we get to see how he ends up getting out of the ring. Dina comes out. Dina has something to say. Dina reflects on all his failures over the last few years. He blames himself. However, he cuts a babyface promo and says it's now the people's choice what he does next, because he wants the people to decide his fate from now on. He said he's been a wrestling fan since he was 5 years old. He fell in love with it the same way we did. And things aren't going his way right now, so he wants to give the people the opportunity to help guide his career. But then the grizzled young veterans interrupt and they said, "Fuck you and your career. No one cares." They claim Dina offers nothing to the business before ordering him to leave the ring. Dina was about to leave the ring like a schmuck. But then Dina stopped himself and said, Hold on. I just told the people that from now on, I'm going to let them make my decisions for me. So let's start right here. He turns to the people and asks them, "Do you want me to stay or do you want me to leave?" The people tell him to stay. People want him to stay. And Dina stayed, and Dina decided to throw hands, but he's quickly beat down by GYV, but then he is saved by the Time Splitters. And that rolls into our next match, the Grizzled Young Veterans versus the Time Splitters, Kushida, Alex Shelley. Once they get done with the little melee from, the whole Dina situation and all that stuff, Kushida and Gibson start their sanction match. Drake comes in and is grounded by Kushida working his leg. Shelley takes over, but Gibson's distraction leads to Drake capitalizing with a dragon screw. Kushida comes in off the hot tag and ends up tapping out Drake with the hoverboard lock. Time Splitters win. Same old, kind of paint by numbers here. Alex Shelley is kind of taking a backseat role since being world champion, and now he's hanging out with Kushida. The Grizzled Young Veterans, I'm actually kind of disappointed they lost this match. I'm kind of enjoying what they're doing. The Grizzled Young Veterans are starting to really grow on me here. I'm liking what they're doing. I'm liking what they're bringing. I'm liking their promos, the in-ring work. Kind of a shame that they lost this one. But let's see where it goes. We have Tom Hannafin conducts a sit-down interview with Hammerstone. Hammerstone goes on and on and on. He talks about doing things and taking things by any means necessary to beat down Alexander at Sacrifice. Hammerstone says he's going straight to the top. I'm sure he will. I'm sure they have world champion plans for Hammerstone. He just seems a little generic to me. Hammerstone seems a little bit generic to me. The big muscle-bound freak, and it's just Brock Lesnar-ish type gimmick. You know what I'm saying? I guess there's nothing wrong with it per se, but in the grand scheme of things, he just looks like a dime a dozen type deal. You know what I'm saying? Just the big blonde muscle-bound dude that clearly has never taken anything HGH in his life, right? I don't know. We'll see where it goes. He is very impressive looking. His match was all right. It was nothing exciting to me, but it was all right. We shall see. Digital Media Championship. Crazy Steve versus PCO. You guys know I love my PCO spots. Love my PCO spots. They start brawling. They spill to the outside right away. Steve throws PCO into the steps. They get back inside the ring. PCO fights back and has a counter for everything that Steve throws at him. PCO hits a lung blower in the corner and goes up top for a leg drop. PCO at the top scares the living hell out of me. When PCO climbs those damn ropes, man, I gotta tell you, it scares the living hell out of me every damn time. PCO looks to put Steve away. Khan comes out with a whole smorgasbord of weapons and chairs and chains and guns and chainsaws, and he's just out there to bring a whole slew of Cactus Jack toys out to the ring. He throws chairs into the ring before PCO rolls out to attack. So we get Crazy Steve is in the ring, right? Crazy Steve is in the ring. The referee looked at Khan come out, looked at Khan throw chairs and chains and shit into the ring, and then PCO went out and did like a suicide dive out onto Khan onto the outside. They were out there for about 45 minutes. And the referee, I'm thinking, is about to count him out. But no. She is busy checking on Crazy Steve. She's just checking on him to make sure he's okay. She's not going to pay attention to the outside interference at all. We're just going to keep checking on Crazy Steve. Why? I don't know. Steve rakes PCO's eyes with all of the distraction going on with Khan. Rolls him up. Pinfall. Crazy Steve retains Digital Media Championship. But don't worry, guys. We have more to come from Khan and PCO. Can't wait. Can't wait. Backstage, Decay cuts a promo on Spitfire when MK Ultra interrupts and says they're next in line for a rematch. Rosemary challenges them to a tag match to determine who gets the title shot, which is a little confusing to me because if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but didn't Killer Kelly and Masha have a little spat at the end of the title match when they lost the titles? I thought they had broken up. I remember sitting here and talking about it. I thought they broken up. But now they're back together to go for the titles again. I'm pretty sure they're gonna lose. I'm pretty confident that MK Ultra is gonna break up so they can boost the women's division in the singles way, because that tag team is not needed. And the women are desperately in need of help in the singles area. Jordynne Grace is just spinning her fucking wheels. She has nothing to do right now. She has nothing to do. So we get Eric Young comes out to the top of the ramp. He comes out and he lays down a challenge to face Frankie Kazarian in a full metal mayhem match at Rebellion. What is a full metal mayhem match? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out together, bruh. Unless this is something that you guys are familiar with, because I am not. Should be all right. Should be all right. I'm going to be honest. I'm still trying to get Eric Young into my good graces. I'm just not feeling it with Eric Young. I know he's a favorite, and I get he's a OG as far as TNA goes, but it's just not clicking for me at all. Frankie's untouchable in my book. Frankie is awesome. Loving Frankie. Eddie says Full Metal Mayhem is basically a TLC match. All right. I can see that. I can feel it. So, but I do know Eric Young is fucking crazy, and a match like that, he's gonna go fucking nuts in. So, him and Frankie are probably gonna tear the house down with that one. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Next match, we have Trash by Elegance versus Seleziya Sparx. Whose idea was it to sign Dana Brooke? Was that Scott D'Amore? I'm pretty sure that was Scott D'Amore, which proves one thing to me. Scott D'Amore was not perfect. Scott D'Amore was not perfect if it was his grand idea to sign Dana Brooke and give her a new name of Trash by Elegance. It's Ash by Elegance. No, Hollywood, Eric, it is Trash by Elegance. Trust me, I know. I have it right here in my notes. Trash by Elegance. After Trash places a chair on Sparx and goes up top, Zaya Brookside runs down, stands in the way. I mean, this is oh wait. Trash breaks free from a wrist lock and then tells Sparx to kiss her hand. She gives her hand up, like, kiss the hand, bitch. You know, like. Sparx says, fuck you. She says she ain't doing it. So Trash drives her knee into her and hits a few clotheslines, throws punches, and nearly gets disqualified. Suplex connects before Trash goes up. Trash hits a rarefied air senton for the win. Great. Zaya Brookside comes down, stops her from continuing to beat down this poor, unwilling jobber. And that's how it all ends. I am clearly, if you cannot tell, not on board with Trash by Elegance. I know I wanted to give her a shot, and I did. My God. I feel like she has gotten worse. Like, how does she get worse in the ring? I figure everyone, they get a little better each time, you know, and somehow Dana has gotten worse. Find it quite amazing, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, bruh. I know it's not, but maybe it's just a me thing. Nick Nemeth has something to say. Nick reiterates that he wanted to earn his way to a world title shot and not just stroll in and receive it. First, he went through Steve Maclin, but now Moose can't wait to get his hands on him. The system interrupts. Moose comes down. Edwards, Myers. Moose looks like a damn champion. Moose looks like a damn killer. Moose looks like the goddamn TNA world champion, bruh. Look good out there. Got his suit on. Got his little faction. Got his world title. Moose is on top of the world right now, man. Love it. The system interrupts, and Moose tells Nemeth. He basically told Nemeth that, and I thought this was a pretty good line. He told Nemeth that Nemeth had quite a few wins in his career. Nemeth has a long career. Lots of wins. Moose says that the one win that Nemeth can't seem to have ever gotten is a win over the system. And if you know Dolph, if you know what he was talking about. So true. So true. He came out, said that, put the mic down, turned around, and left. Left Dolph standing there looking like Dolph. Love it. Love Moose. Next week, we have an 8-4-1 match to determine the new Knockouts #1 contender at Rebellion. AJ Francis and Rich Swan addressed their status. Can't wait to see them get in the ring. Can't wait to see AJ Francis try to get out. And we have Josh Alexander in action. Main event, we have the Knockouts World Championship. Jordynne Grace versus Tasha Steelz. This is kind of what I meant about Jordynne Grace. Kind of running low on opponents. Tasha Steelz is fine. Nothing against Tasha. She did just recently return. She hasn't quite been built up to anything to be of a major threat to Jordynne Grace. That's why I'm in the feelings of they need to readjust that women's division, man. We need some we need some bolstering. The Knockouts used to be the top women's division in the country. Not so much right now, man. Not so much right now. Steelz throws a right hand at Grace, but Grace throws several punches back in response. Grace goes for a baseball slide, but Steelz dodges and hits a pump kick. They get back inside. Steelz maintains control and attempts a couple of covers. Grace fights back and lands a wicked spine buster in the cover. Grace gets Steelz up for the muscle buster, but Steelz escapes. Tasha takes out Grace's foot, but Grace counters. Steelz dodges a Vader bomb and hits a sliced bread for a cover attempt. Steelz follows Grace up and eventually launches her on the mat. They counter each other for a little bit, and again for a beat until Grace clocks the back fist, almost like a Judas effect, followed by a juggernaut driver for the win. Jordynne Grace retains to the shock and awe of absolutely no one. This is the part of the show where I said it was some good parts and some bad parts. So it's good that they have a lot of the Rebellion card flushed out already with a month to go. That's good. What's bad is this match with, Jordynne and Tasha Steelz as the main event when we all know that it's going nowhere. It's not impactful. No pun intended. Jordynne needs opponents. And I'm hoping this Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich breakup happens sooner rather than later. They would both add some tremendous value to the Knockouts division. Dolph against Moose. I think this is a little premature. To even put these two in the ring together. I'm going to love the match. The match is going to be great. I just feel like I feel like Dolph just fucking got here, bro. He just got here. And you already have him in the title match with Moose. Now you're in a predicament. If you ask me, you're in a little bit of a predicament at this point because Dolph is your fresh new toy. All right. Is your hot new signing. Moose is your new world champion. Moose is the world champion, and everybody is happy with Moose as world champion. What do you do with this match? Who wins? Do you crown Dolph this soon? Do you strip the title off of Moose this soon? Or do you have Dolph lose in his first big match? I don't know, man. I don't know. I would not take that title off of Moose. I think that's a bad idea. Moose and the system look really good right now. Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, Moose, they look good. They all have titles. I wouldn't take the title off of Moose right now. And at the same time, I think it's a little early for you to be giving Dolph his first loss. They could have held this out. They could have held out and waited for this for at least another month, man. At least another month or so. I mean, it's just too soon. Moose just became world champion at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, he just became world champion, man. So now you got these two in a match. How are you going to book your way out of this bullshit? I don't get it. Sinister says DQ. I don't think DQ is a good idea, man. That's the main event. It's the main event of the pay-per-view. You're going to end it in a DQ when there needs to be a definitive winner in this one. I think it was a bad move booking Dolph in the world title match this soon. I think you could have gotten Dolph another opponent for this pay-per-view and then ventured into a title match with Moose leading into the next one. Now I want to see how they book their way out of it. Now, Dolph getting a loss right here is not the end of the world for him. Don't get me wrong. And as a matter of fact, he needs to eat this loss right about now. But why do it? Why give him this loss right now for the world title? This has been like the story of his career, basically. Getting to the top and not really capitalizing when he should. I know Dolph has been world champion, big gold world champion. You know, I mean, but he never really got over that hump. He was never really the guy. And I think coming into TNA and then immediately losing to Moose kind of plays into that narrative. But at the same time, it is not time for you to take that title off of Moose. Moose looks good. Moose is doing great. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. All right, guys. It's going to be a little bit of an abbreviated show, but we will get into the super chats. Tony Brown read your 8-month membership. And then we got Tony Brown with the $4.99 super chat. Says, Jesse, Red Velvet is the same age as my old ass, son. 31. But that ain't stopping me. You think 31 is old, bruh? You think 31 is old, you young buck? Tony Brown, I'm going to see if I can hook you up with a meet and greet with Red Velvet, bruh. How would you feel about that, Tony Brown? What city do you live in, Tony? Where are you at in this country, man? Where you from, Tony Brown? Maybe. If I can get you hooked up to meet Red Velvet, can you promise to not get arrested for fondling her? I need you to promise that, man. Need you to promise that. Guys, that is today's show. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. What do we got going on for this weekend, man? No Rampage. Forget that. There is no Collision this week. So I think we'll get into something special. We'll do a special on Saturday. You're in Raleigh, the Raleigh-Durham area. Okay. All right, man. We'll see. We'll see. Make a couple of calls for you, man. Sinister with a 2-month membership says, "Sup, Jesse? Hope all is well. How's the fam?" And Satnam Singh versus Omos versus Moof. Long-term booking. God damn, Sinister. I hate you so much, bro. Hate you so much. Thank you so much, man, for the 2-month membership. I appreciate it. I believe you were gifted one, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you're continuing it. That is good to see. Good to see, guys. I will see you guys on Saturday. We will do something special on Saturday. You guys take it easy. I'll see you next time. Peace.